Good afternoon, Clarksville diggers. We're going on another area of the property. It's kind of where it came from. That's where I'm going. We're walking it in. This stuff is just too wet. And if I had four-wheel drive, I could get back in here. But there's a spot that the owner told me about a wall. And I know this place, there's old maps of this area back in late 1700, early 1800. And there was one house that I seen. It was a square dot of this whole area. Back in those days, people owned a lot more land than they do now. And maybe that wall was part, maybe to keep cattle in. A lot of times they did use rock, and there's plenty of rock in this area. But the thing that I need to look at is how it's constructed, what kind of rock, how it was placed. That's going to tell me a lot. Was it just extra rock that was just thrown up there from the plowing? Or is that something that somebody really took effort to place in mortar and position? So little things like that does say a lot. Well, I didn't mean to shut the video off, but it's peaceful. Thank goodness there's nobody hunting today. And we're gonna go on down this hillside, and we're gonna get around, start looking. If we start finding anything, I'll come back to you. I'm not gonna bore you with the walk, even though it's beautiful out here. Well, I've been up here before. Right now I'm not looking. I know there's some more rocks on the other side of that hill, but like right around here I'm seeing a lot of land rock. Some of them's pretty big, and it kind of works up through there. Very possible at one time there could have been a rock fence. Somebody could have came along and kicked a lot of them down in that little ravine. We're in the back area. I've only went once, and I didn't search it extensively. We're gonna go down, and we're gonna go up. Something about that little flat area right there is kind of talking to me. It looks like at one time there was a road that went up through there. I can only go so far, then I start going in someone else's property, but there should be a fence. Let's go back in that area. Let's swing a little bit so we can find. Never know. Okay. Whew, it's a climb. We're way back up on that hill. I came from that direction. Came up, and then we came up along the side of the hill. And up here is the flat area that I was talking about. I didn't know how far back his property goes if he goes up that other side of the hill. I didn't know. I'm thinking maybe that small little ravine was the property line. I remember me and the owner, we walked it back here. And I think we walked on the back side where I was searching just a little bit earlier when I came back in here. But I'm up on the hillside now. And I didn't know. Right through them trees, you'll see the white of a house and the red. So there's another property line right back there. but I do know this is the guy that property I'm allowed to hunt. This is his area. This would be an awesome place for a house. Damn, for a bug out spot, I think I'm coming here. Okay, I searched this whole top area, all in through there. Over there were those cedar posts that were cut real low that I thought was very unique. Over here, looks like there was a road one time going through. I scanned across that, nothing. There's no iron. So if anything, this could have been just an area, maybe, I know further down. We're gonna go back down that way, and I know I'll see a stump, and if that plow point's still there. So this could have been a holding area for some mules, maybe a little shed at one time. I didn't find no iron yet. So it definitely wasn't a home. If anything, it could have been like a small little hunting camp. And definitely that's, if I own this, that's what I'd do. I'd have me a spot and I can just overlook all of that. This is a good little vantage point. Over there, the owner's got one of them little shooting towers. He's got a couple of stands all through here. Beautiful. Here's that plow point that I had found earlier, and I put it up on the stump. It's a heavy duty one. That being up here, probably where they were storing some stuff. And right here got a shallow fine, part of an old horseshoe. Usually they're kind of curved a little bit. That one's a little more straight up on the side. It could have been a big old dude. A big old plow horse. Put that right there. And then I had another shallow. Found this little, I call it probably a coupling. Probably joining with a horse harness, you know, with the plow or something. Pretty heavy duty. I think this was what he was referring to as the rock wall. It's a lot of big rock. Big one over there. And it kind of goes along the bottom of this hillside. A lot of smaller. It's like some of them could have been tossed. And there are some bigger rocks on the hill. They either could have been stacked up on top and they were pushed over, rode down. But there's a lot of them running through here, like the whole base. I don't know. There's something cool over here. A long time ago, there used to be Indian activity here. The owner did find some arrowheads. Big rock outcrop. That dried creek bed. Well, let's go walk around here before I go swinging and ouch. Get too distracted in case something happens. Right now I got it on video. You're my witnesses. It's kind of cool. Imagine when the heavy rains, man, it gets blowing through here. I bet you some kind of little animal lives up in that hole. It looks like that's filled in. You never know. Back in the days, that could have been much wider. Much deeper, more accessible to get in. Probably don't think it's good now. It's a rattlesnake den. Big old rocks. It's not much here. We're gonna look around here just a little bit. I'm gonna get the detector and I'm gonna do a fast sweep. And I'm gonna try to get over to where that homestead is, where I was finding those jar top liners and stuff. This is a little place I just love. I wished I had this. Those flat rocks. And out of the side over there, usually get a lot of mountain water come pouring out. It's pretty. You hear the water. It's peaceful. Okay, over there's where the homestead, where I found the cellar hole. And we're gonna see if it's swingable. And if it's not, I think I'm gonna call it evening and go home. One of the few things I do like about the AT Max, batteries start going dead. If I got extra AA batteries, I'd just slap them in. I was looking in my pocket. It's like, where'd the batteries go? And I felt this, and this in case if I needed a extra 9-volt from a pinpointer. But man, oh, holy macaroni, that is hot. I had a dime in there. It was grounded between the two posts. It's a miracle my daggum jacket didn't burst in flames. Ooh wee. Be good on a ice cold day, man. I had to keep your hands warm, but oh God, that's hot. I can't hold it. Whew, I think that's shot. Okay, we're gonna load some new batteries in this and we're gonna get moving. Okay, this was a good 60s, high 60 and low 80s. I mean, it was just a solid hit. I had to try it. And I'm glad I did. This stuff is not very deep. And it's another axe head. Oh, like I don't have enough. That's pretty intact. Oh, how many axe heads does that make for me? That's an old double. There's 2 trees right in front. That's where the cellar hole is. So, pretty cool. Old history. Hope I don't find another one. That's going to be kind of heavy to lug out of here. Well, I wasn't going to do it, but I thought I'd do it anyway. Came up with a jar lid, but unfortunately the thing was already cracked. And I thought I could try to find enough pieces, put it together, but I couldn't find the rest of it. Now if I start finding other broken glass, I found this little part of a small jar and it's filled with dirt inside of it. That rolled out after I cleaned it up. Little blue marble. Or actually kind of more violet. It doesn't, feels weird. There's still stuff here. Sun's dropping. Let's try to get a little bit more than I got to get out of here. Phew. I just got back to the truck. Man, I need to be like 10 years younger. That was a pretty good hunt today. And a lot of it was exploring different areas just to see what we can find. And then going back to a spot I was finding stuff before. It's not much, but it's still telltale signs that there's still stuff there. First of all, this big old monstrosity That weighed my bag down. I had to end up taking it off my hip and putting it over my shoulder. But you know what's unique about this? See that thing right there? Start cleaning it off. And it almost looks like it's a little flat right there. It looks like a little square nail somebody had driven down. Maybe from this side. There's a square nail in that. So right off the bat, that does tell a lot of its age. How many axe heads am I going to get? I don't need no more. Up on that other place on the hill by the that I was trying to look for the rock wall. This is probably some kind of a linkage bracket or what. Could have been off of a wagon or part of a lead mule or something hooking up to the little old I don't think that's any good anymore. Old horse tack ring. Got a bunch of rust boogers all over it. Got some bullets. Wrong era. But they're modern. They're probably quite a few years old, but I'm just trying to see how I don't think this camera is gonna. I don't know, I'm doing something here in my camera. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just fooling with it. You know, the coolest find is that piece of glass. I left a lot of stuff around that old homestead site because I'm gonna be back. Because now I know the days that I can go out there while they're hunting. That marble I found, that's clay. They don't have the weight of a glass marble. Thought I heard something out in the woods. And there's a little perforation, little chip. That's clay. That's an old blue clay marble. That dude's old. So that's showing me that last hole I was digging, where I was finding that glass and where I found that marble. Man, that dude's light. Only one other time I found a clay marble. And they don't have a whole lot of weight to them. That is freaking cool. That's old. That's history. That's cool. All right, we're going to call it quits. My ears are starting to hear all kinds of little things. That's when I get talking. Then I stop for a second, and then I'm hearing things walking through the leaves. Probably squirrels or birds out there messing with me. But y'all have a blessed day, Joanne. I say bye, and we will see you again. When we can, we're going to get back out there around that homestead site. And hopefully soon we can get our roof fixed. So let's say a prayer. Oh, mercy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Y'all have a good one. Clarksville Diggers. We're out here. We appreciate you tagging along with us. We'll see you later.